Dang, it's almost Friday. Thank gosh. Oh my goodness, thank gosh. Just chug one of these protein drinks. Give me a tummy ache. These things give me tummy aches. Is it okay for adults to say tummy aches? I think it might be. I think it might be. So Trump went to the WEF yesterday. That was pretty interesting. And did what I like to see American presidents do. Show strength. What a crazy idea. Let's show some strength. America strong again. That's just amazing. We're gonna play a little bit of that today, and we got some liberal stuff to go through. We I'm gonna play a. I want to start with a little bit of this, just to serious business, guys. We shouldn't be laughing. Be artistic. Oh, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be small? That's a lady with a basket thing on her head.
Eyes have seen the glory of the abolishment of ice, hanging there from the gallows square. Now won't that be so nice? You know when this is over that you're going to pay the price. Your soul will rot in hell.
That seems nice.
Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Your soul will rot in
get
hell.
what's coming to ya. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
So
Your
beautiful.
soul will rot in hell.
Yes. Yes.
I have seen ICE terrorizing children in their schools.
Yes.
Mothers giving
Evil.
birth in hospitals are hiding too. Foreign correspondents show the whole world what
I'm
you
sorry,
do.
guys. I'm sorry.
Your soul will rot in hell.
This is literally if she has a basket
Glory, hallelujah.
on her face.
You will get what's coming.
These are the leaders of the left right here.
The government is going to screw ya. Your soul will rot in hell. Let the children come to me, the Son of God has said. ICE agents would rather put a bullet in their head. Where will you be going when you wind up good and dead? Your soul will rot in hell.
She seems like a nice lady.
Glory, glory,
it goes on and on. It goes on for a little bit. We're gonna I'm gonna pull that down. Your soul will rot in hell. Seems nice. Seems nice. Oh, you don't even know the half. There's another one I'm going to play a little bit later. I'm going to apologize ahead of time for that one. I don't know. But then there's this guy. This guy's a pretty tough guy. He's a pretty tough guy. I want to fix it so it's not edited so it's dang small next time. I wish I could make it bigger for you.
I know I'm opening myself up here.
How do they get here?
Hey, ICE, I'm in Clarence, New York. Whenever y'all think you're big and bad enough, take that badge off. Let's throw the fair ones. Law enforcement versus law enforcement.
Law enforcement versus law enforcement.
Bet you won't.
Bet you won't.
Message me for my fucking address.
Yeah, so ICE is supposed to, this guy
message me.
Literally thinks that
Don't be a
ICE.
bitch.
You have to excuse me. I am getting coming down with a little something here.
What happens when level playing field?
I'm going to show you what happens when level playing field, guys. You got to watch out. It's going to get rough out there. You got to stay safe. Stay vigilant. Make sure you stay vigilant out there. We got to be careful because they're out here to get us, guys. And it's rough. What's the next one I got here? Oh, there's just I just had, I think we can laugh a little bit. I'm going to have a show tonight, my normal show tonight at 9:00. So we're going to keep it light today. We're going to keep it a little bit light. We'll be there for the typical show. Faith will be on with me again. Those of you who don't know, that's my wife. Beautiful young lady. I'm going to have to fix this, but oh man, it's good, guys.
If you're within 3 hours of Minneapolis or more, 5 hours, I don't know, you guys have driven further than that for fucking stupider shit. So if you don't like what's going on in Minnesota, let's go there. Let's go there this weekend and help out our brothers and sisters. Because if we don't, who will?
Yeah, that's not really what that was from, but that's all right. Go ahead.
Welcome to a crowd defense class. If you are going out to protest or to record or to intervene with
these people,
icy conditions, you need to know how to get people back who are trying to be taken by the icy conditions. Okay, so see this is a person and we'll just call this their waist, right? So if you
reconfigured
the icy conditions doing this with a person,
she's telling you guys how to save one of your comrades in case they're in the grips of ice.
They're grabbing at their arms, they're just grabbing at them, and the person's fighting, right? Anyone in the crowd can do this. Run up. Keep that arm strong like you're going to freaking clothesline them, okay? Keep it strong. You get low. You run up. You snatch the person right at the waist and you carry them away. And you run them back into the crowd away from ice and get more people in between the two of you.
What a great idea.
Icy conditions, okay? So let's try it again. You're going to keep your arms strong.
People do this,
you're
like,
run up. You're going to
run up and just scoop someone away from ice.
Stop, okay?
You're just gonna with your big liberal arm, and you're gonna grab one of these guys that are being taken into custody by officers of the law. Officers of the law. Oh, this next one's gonna be rough, guys. This next one's gonna be rough. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this one, guys. I don't know if we're going to make it through this one. It's actually interesting because it's a really good song. Let's switch it up. We're going to switch it up. We're going to switch it up to Trump real quick here. Let's switch it up to Trump. Because what he said at Davos was pretty remarkable, really. The World Economic Forum. Let me bring this up here. Let's bring this up. Okay. This is better. It's a better screen.
Piece of ice for world.
Okay, so he's talking about Greenland. So with Trump yesterday, with the WEF, the World Economic Forum, Davos. Trump came out with power. It was nice to see an American president come out with some power again. In his first 20 minutes, all he did was talk about how powerful America is, how economically strong we are, how militarily strong we are, and how globalism has failed. Right to their faces. Just love it. How globalism is in the past. How America is building new power plants and has celebrated 5.6% GDP. I know this sounds boring. Not 5.6% GDP growth. And just earlier that day, the European Union was in there and they were bragging about their 1.6% growth. Then he switched over to Greenland and how Europe is failing and how strong we are, America was in Venezuela. He did rule out using military force, but made sure people knew how powerful our military is.
You want a piece of ice for world protection, and they won't give it. We've never asked for anything else, and we could have kept that piece of land, and we didn't. So they have a choice. You can say yes, and we will be very appreciative.
Important.
Or you can say no, and we will remember. Appreciative. Or you can say no, and we will remember.
Ooh, that's a tricky one. You can say no, but we're going to remember. I like it. I like it. What else do you say?
But they're taking advantage of, everybody took advantage of the United States. But I've been very fair, and I gave them a tariff, and it was fine. But I realized that without us, it's not Switzerland anymore. Without us, it's not any of the countries that are represented here. And we want to work.
He's saying this to their faces, which I just love.
With the countries. We want to work with them. We're not looking to destroy them. I could have said 39, 40%. I could have said I want a 70% tariff, then we make money with Switzerland. But Switzerland would have been probably destroyed, financially destroyed. I don't want to do that. But we should be paying the lowest interest rate of everybody. I hope Scott's listening to this, because we should be paying the lowest interest rate of everybody. Without us, most of the countries don't even work.
Right.
And then you have the protection factor. Without our military, which is the greatest in the world by far, without our military, you have threats that you wouldn't believe.
Man, it was really refreshing to see him go there and speak truth to power. And he does it. I'm not surprised that he did that, but it was really good to see. There's a couple more clips here real quick, and we'll get back to laughing at some liberals. Because that's what we're here for, right?
Say this, if I were a Democrat governor or whatever, I would call up Trump. I'd say, come on in, make us look good, because we're cutting crime down to nothing.
You gotta love those comments, though. Trump's too old to be president. Get grandpa off the stage. I wonder what they were saying when Biden was out there. We just love you. We love President Biden. He's so young and spry.
We're taking people out, career criminals who are only going to do bad things, and we're bringing them back to their countries. But where we've done it has been amazing, and we have a capacity to do it at much greater levels. We're cutting illegal aliens off welfare and other government benefits, and I have directed that starting immediately,
about time,
there will be no more payments to sanctuary cities, because they are really just sanctuaries for criminals. They're really protecting criminals, and those are the ones we have to get out of the country: murderers, drug dealers, the mentally insane. They emptied their mental institutions into the United States. And despite that, we have the lowest crime numbers that we've ever had in the history of the country. Just came out. But equally importantly, we're cracking down on more than $19 billion in fraud that was stolen by.
Here, what he says about Somalia, like, he's not wrong. He's a little rough, but he's not wrong. And I like to see the president go out there and talk this way to people.
Somalian bandits. Can you believe that Somalia? They turned out to be higher IQ than we thought. I always say these are low IQ people. How did they go into Minnesota and steal all that money? And we have, they're pirates. They're good pirates, right? But we shoot them out of the water just like we shoot the drug boats out.
Amen.
They're not pirating too many boats lately. Do you notice? When they go out into those boats, they want to take over $1.5 billion tanker loaded up with oil. And they say, we're going to blow up your boat. They have powerful weapons. You hit the side of the boat, you blow the whole thing up. The insurance companies are petrified. So they say, just give them the boat. We'll give them money instead. And I don't do that. We blow them right the hell out of the water. We see them going out. We blow them out of the water. We don't have any pirates so much anymore. If we do, they won't be there long.
Beautiful. Beautiful. He's the best president. 20 years and no more boomers. This is the laziest format of streaming on YouTube ever. And yet, it's holding your attention. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Make sure you go check out the community. Maybe you can become a member or buy a shirt or something. I'm sure you want one.
We've cut down with the hitting of the boats that are loaded up with drugs, including submarines. Can you believe they actually buy small? They call mini subs, very fast. They're meant for drugs. We've knocked out 2 of them. The Democrats say they were fishing. You have ruined somebody's fishing weekend. I would say a submarine is not a fishing boat.
It's not. It's really not a fishing boat. Chat's a little bit feisty this morning. What's going on? What's a chat? Discussion about Renee Good you agreed to yesterday? I mean, whatever. Okay. We might do it at the end of today, do a little, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it now or this evening. A little like call in, I guess, kind of situation. I forgot that I go on Thursday nights this morning when I was going on. I was like, oh, shoot, that's right. I go on at night too. I forgot. One more Trump clip here, I believe.
In Minnesota, reminds us that the West cannot mass import foreign cultures, which have failed to ever build a successful society of their own. I mean, we're taking people from Somalia.
Yes.
And Somalia is it's not a nation. Got no government, got no police, got no military, got no nothing.
Speak it.
And then we have this fake congressperson who they just reported is worth $30 million. You believe this? Ilhan Omar, talking about the Constitution provides me. She comes from a country that's not a country, and she's telling us how to run America. Not going to get away with it much longer, let me tell you.
Amen. Good. This comment here. I've heard more coherent talk from dementia patients in an aged care facility. I would love to go back to some of your comments when Biden was president, see what you were saying then, see if you were spouting the same nonsense if you were complaining about the age. Good morning, beautiful America. I love it. Love it. He always triggered that I'm clapping. We got some triggered people out there. Dems kicked Biden out, though. No, they weren't gonna. They weren't gonna. They kicked him out when they had to kick him out. When he made it abundantly clear that he couldn't do this. When he went to that debate and got absolutely demolished by Trump. That's when he did. Let's see here. What else we got on this little list here? I forget which one was next. Oh, the song. Oh, I don't know if I want to make you guys listen to this. It's like 2 minutes of this song. She. I'm thinking it's a girl. I don't know. You tell me here. You tell me. Is this a guy or is this a girl? I can't tell. The voice tells me girl. So we'll go with that. But I'm gonna play a little. Let's just do it. I'm gonna play a little bit of this song here. The song is all about how she was picked up by ICE, pulled over by ICE last year. I'll answer some chat comments while we're doing it. But the voice is actually pretty good. The song's not horrendous. It's not bad. It's just like, man, I don't know. I probably wouldn't listen to it.
I had a run-in with
in my
ICE
car.
last year in March. They called me sir, and they made it quite clear. They threatened to check my body to see if I was trans.
That seems totally normal to me that you would do that you would want to check, because you need to know what sex of a person that you're dealing with here, right? You need to know what the sex is, not the gender. That's just nonsense. The sex you need to know. So that makes sense that they would ask, right?
Their exact words. Before I knew, they'd surrounded my car. 2 on each side, 1 in front, like a star. It was right then, in that moment, I knew they had other plans. So I started screaming, I am recording, and I have been the whole time.
Get some.
I got your face, you didn't hide in disgrace. Every word and every line. I thought I don't know you and you don't know me. But there are things in this world you'll never see. You'll never be the man you thought that you'd be. And does that boot in your mouth taste like anything free?
It's funny because that bootlicker thing, that's like the new thing, right? The new thing everybody's saying. Bootlicker.
Average bigot who wants LGBT people jumped for, quote, not being obvious to determine gender. Should be the state just hurt people for being ugly or annoying? I think you'd be the first one, so would you argue?
I'm not sure what the point there is. I guess you're saying that shame on me for not being able to tell what gender that person is. But I mean, looks like a dude, talks like a woman, emotional, seems like a woman. So yeah, I mean, like, my bad. I did the best I could. It's not an easy task trying to figure out the sex of these people. Come on, man, give me a break. You don't know anymore. I can't imagine being out in the dating world nowadays. She does have a good voice. I couldn't imagine being out there in the dating world these days trying to figure out this stuff. Got women that want you to pay them to get ready for the date. You got to figure out whether it's a boy or a girl or whatever. It's just ridiculous. It's a good voice,
now
though.
Fast forward to this year. 3 shots rang out, and I saw it quite clear. When I saw her body, I knew that was just their plan.
Yeah, their plan was to kill her.
Heard her wife screaming, please someone me, they just murdered her, my wife. Can't see his face because he hides in disgrace, and he thinks he can take your life.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not horrible.
I know
not horrible.
I don't know him and he don't know me, but there are things in this world he'll never see. He'll never be the man he thought that he'd be, and does that boot in his mouth.
Oh, the boot
tastes like anything free. They called me a fucking bitch, just like they called her a fucking bitch.
You're not supposed to rhyme the same word twice in 2 lines in a row. It's very unoriginal. It's very bad. They called you an effing bitch. They might, maybe you were acting like one. It's hard to understand. I don't know. Ideas should be explained and your viewpoints should be justified. Stand up for what you believe in. Okay. Okay.
They called me a fucking bitch, just like they called her a fucking bitch. I'll never know them and they'll never know me. And there are things in this world they'll never see. They never were a man and they'll never be, with their boot on the neck of the land of the free.
Oh, I messed it up. My bad, guys. I tried. It's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good. Can't lie. That's not bad. She's not horrible. You can just call them... Wait.
You can just call them they. You literally also can also see... Wait. Oh, give me a headache. Hang on a second. I'm going to try to read this again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. It's still pretty early. You can just call them they. You literally also can also see their pronouns on their bio, which by MAGA's standard, when it came to Renee Good, it was justified because Renee had pronouns in her bio. What?
You can just call them they. No, I'm not going to call a person they. That's crazy talk. That's crazy. Don't the people out there realize that by supporting that kind of a mental disorder, by affirming that mental disorder, they're actually hurting that person? They claim it's compassion. It's very compassionate that we call them what they want to be called. No, it's not. It's not compassionate. It's actually harming them. You're harming them. You call it compassion, but in reality, you're harming them. You're pushing their mental disorder further down the road. You're validating that the insanity. So it's not compassionate to do that. It's compassionate to tell them the truth and to help them work through whatever mental disorders or problems or whatever the problem is. It's better to help them through it, to get onto the other side and still be a whole person instead of, hey, let's cut this off and cut that off. And I'm going to take some skin from your arm and I'm going to make you a sexual organ out of it. And this is crazy. That's crazy. I don't know what else you can really say about it. That's crazy. There's two. Oh my God. Okay. So we got a couple more, 2 more to work through here. We got 2 more to work through here. And it's going to, the last one's the best one. I think that's going to be the one that I really need to comment on. Hit that subscribe, ring the bell. What are you doing out there? If you haven't liked this show already, come on, do it for the beard at the very least. Give it a like for the beard. Tell me about what you want me to do. Put in the comments, should I cut off the beard? Should I go full skin, just all the way off? What should I do? No one cares. What am I even asking? Okay, let's see. Which one was this?
Filming our comrades being fucking pummeled by Gestapo.
Yeah, I do feel crazy. Oh, this guy.
I'm getting tired of watching people.
I'm getting tired of watching people too. This guy.
Hey, so look, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't really care about the consequences anymore. I don't care. We need to kill these people. There's just an alternative. I don't care if you say, oh, I've got the crazy eyes, whatever. Yeah, I do feel crazy because we've had 3 people die in 72 hours, and we've had over almost 30 die since the last year to a group of quote unquote law enforcement that is basically just buffed up mall cops, right? Who are gun triggering happy Proud Boys. Let's call them what they are. It's the Proud Boys. Why do you think we didn't hear about?
Where? I would love to see if he'd say that to their faces. I got a feeling he wouldn't.
Any of you heard about the Proud Boys all year? Suddenly no more Nazi marches? None of that shit? Right. There we go. They're Nazis. Peyton said it best. They're Nazis. And the only way to stop this shit, let's be honest, is going to be to get violent. We got to get violent, people. And I'm tired of denying it. And I'm tired of y'all being pussies about it. Grow up. We're not going to get through this holding hands. Peaceful protest only works if your enemy has a moral obligation to listen to it.
Oh.
They have none.
Oh.
You
no
guys
moral
are
obligation.
sitting there holding up fucking signs and saying, oh, I'm mad at you. You're pathetic. Burn something.
You're pathetic. Burn something. I got a feeling they got a little confusion on the pathetic. Who's pathetic and who's not, guys? That's a little crazy if you ask me. Goddamn, burn something. Oh, wait till you see the last one. She takes the cake. She takes the cake. This guy's big mad. You've been violent. How have I been violent? I've been violent? When was I violent? Not me. I'm not a violent guy. What do you mean? Oh, violent. Violent? How am I violent? That's got me. Republicans are stupid. I love those comments that start off like that because you know they're going to be great. Republicans are stupid. Joe Biden stopped COVID-19 and brought the economy back together. Everybody be dead by now. It wasn't for him. I mean, really? Do you believe that? Like, do you really believe that? I ask because I like to know how people get to where they're at. How do you get to the place where you think that Joe Biden stopped COVID-19 and brought the economy back together? That'd be good. Oh, inbreds love cadet bone spurs. Fun facts. Yeah, there's a difference. For sure, burn something. You should post these to the federal government. Yeah, I'm sure they've got them. I'm sure they've got them.
And then you supported ICE blinding infants with gas.
Except that wasn't true either. It's crazy how their narratives, just their stories all just fall apart, isn't it? Isn't it wild? Where'd that one go? Let's see. Let's bring this up here.
Fireworks were exchanged.
We were leaving South Minneapolis from our son's basketball game at Anderson Middle School.
As the night unfolded,
we started to see, lights and stuff.
One North Minneapolis family trying to make their way home.
It's weird because then they came out with pictures of them actually at the protests 40 minutes before they got hit. So not only was that a lie, but also
trying to leave, I couldn't go backwards, forward. It was like I was just stuck.
Destiny and Sean Jackson, along with their 6 kids, had just left a nearby grocery store after the game when they turned onto Lyndale. Sean says they tried to take a side street after they saw the crowds.
There's nothing we can do if it's blocked off.
Sean and Destiny say they were stuck between crowds of protesters and law enforcement. When law enforcement tried to disperse the crowd,
all we heard was boom, and every airbag deployed.
They say a flashbang went off near their car as tear gas enveloped them.
And I was screaming to my oldest son, Sean. I'm like, get out, get out. Like, I can't, Mom, and I can't breathe.
Destiny says bystanders pulled her into a home to check on her as she screamed that her 6-month-old child was still in the car.
He was just like lifeless, like he had like foam like around his mouth, and he had tears coming out his eyes. I was giving him mouth to mouth, and I remember stopping and I said, I will give you all my breath till you get yours back, because
oh my gosh. Oh my God.
nobody wants to see their kids like that.
Nobody does want to see their kids like that. You probably shouldn't put them in those positions, huh?
Now okay.
My
Probably
kids
shouldn't
stuff
put
is
them in
still in
those
the car.
positions to be that.
Son, school stuff.
A family on their way home.
Just on their way home. That's all they were doing. They were just trying to go home. They were just trying to go home. Bombshell tear gas hoax mom convicted in 2019 murder robbery. The Jackson family tear gas story just got worse. Destiny Jackson is actually Destiny Bradshaw, convicted in a 2019 murder and robbery. She lured a 21-year-old man to North Minneapolis via Facebook as part of a robbery plot. He was shot and killed. She pleaded guilty to aiding and abetting. Now she's the face of the tear gas hoax and raised $200,000. Live stream footage shows her and her husband actively rioting while their children were allegedly unattended in a vehicle for 45 minutes. Don't let the facts get in the way. This guy certainly doesn't.
Donald Trump's first term in office, every day over 8,000 people died from COVID-19. He played golf. Joe Biden came in with his super president cape and stopped COVID-19 in its tracks and brought the economy back with 16 million new jobs. Oh, wait, those are just the ones that were back from
COVID. So they weren't actually a new job. Oh yeah. The new jobs, that was actually really low. Oh yeah. I remember that was just the narratives that they created to fool people like you. It worked on you. The crap doesn't work on me. Jacob Lang. Oh well, did he show you his staffing wound? Yeah, I don't believe anything that comes out of that guy's mouth. Just about nothing. Can MAGA not see how both parties are the same? Problem, reaction, solution. Trump is pushing martial law. There's a difference between martial law and the Insurrection Act. For one, there's a big difference. And two, yes, we see how both parties are the same. There are many, many similarities, and it's a big game to keep us fighting with each other so that we don't fight them, that we don't take back control of our own country. In a minute, I'm going to play a video of this lady talking about how her neighbor is missing. And that's going to be an interesting one. We'll work through that one here in just a couple minutes. Might have to get myself a refresh on the coffee, but maybe I'll wait. Where's that? Not interested in a discussion today like you agreed to yesterday. I agreed to putting people on and having a conversation, but I didn't agree on the format. I started thinking about it yesterday. I'm like, maybe I could do that like last 15 minutes of the show or something. Start putting a couple people on. Yeah, I'm kind of for that. But then I was like, oh shoot, I forgot I have a show tonight at 9. I'm usually on for about 2.5 hours or so for that. So that might be a better platform to have people on. I might just do that and just have people come on here through the StreamYard link. They can do that through their cell phone. So it could get fiery. You never know. I don't know if these same liberals here that are here in the chat are around in the evening, or if they've crashed out or what the deal is. But I think that's what I might do here today. Yeah, what about our previous charges and name change? You're all over it. Yeah, I don't have a phone number. I'm gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna do it through StreamYard. So you don't have to call a number so much, but and you don't have to use your camera if you don't want to, that kind of thing. I like to have it before when I would do panels before. I like it better when the other people, I can see them and stuff. And when you have your camera and it's like a fair, I don't want to call it a fight because that's not really what it is, but is this
Things are gonna.
Can someone tell me if this is AI? I need to know. I need to know.
To any ICE agent that thinks they're gonna come into my home and terrorize me and my family, you will be met with lethal force. I will kill on sight, and I will shoot to kill if need be. ICE agents are not allowed in my home. If you come into my home to terrorize my family, I will see you as a threat and I will kill you. Because you guys are terrorists. Bear in mind, I am very much armed and will do what I need to do to protect my family. I stand against ICE. Any ICE agents that show up to my home to terrorize my family will be dealt with immediately.
First of all, ICE doesn't show up at your home to terrorize your family. That's not what they're doing out there, guy. Not what they're doing out there, guy. I don't understand all the people coming out lately, and I'm putting these threats and these mental breakdowns and whatever on
Judge on the mic.
On the internet. So I saw this came out. I don't know if this is real or not. It's his ladder with Crowder on there. It looks like the song might be real, but the video might not be. This is, I believe, Nicki Minaj put a little song out about Don Lemon. I don't know if this is AI or real or what, but it was catchy.
Yeah. Order in the court, please. Miss Judge on the mic. Bring the choir in. Ay, Don Lemon in the back row. Fake fur, tight pants, and a weak glow. Trying to preach, but he reading from a talk show. Facts all wobbly, stunting for the B-roll. Oh, you ain't Peter, you ain't Paul. Those are just the guys you cracked at the mall. Right before you pulled up at a church hall. Don't blame the Christians and act appalled. Sunday service, families made prayer. Here you come, put my mic on air. Turn the pulpit to a press event. Now the bailiff taking evidence. Don Lemon, why you so bitter? Crying like a little bitch on Twitter. Unwatchable like Jennifer Welch. Gonna have to start a new show from a cell. Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like it's not real, but it's pretty catchy. I like it. I liked it. I'm not sure about Nicki Minaj and all that stuff, but and then I wanted a couple of things to laugh. We need to laugh, and then I'm gonna put, you know what? I'm gonna hold the laughing. We're gonna do this first. Why is an infant near an ICE facility? To use as a pawn? To use as a pawn? That's really it. I mean, what other reason could you think of that there would be one? We got to get this next. We got to get this one. I got to get through this real quick, guys. We got to get this on here because it's important. The last one's pretty good. Oh man. Oh, wait, hang on a second. That's not very nice.
I hate when people rip on me. It makes me sad when people rip on me. This guy, look what he said. Look what he said about me. How could... He said, another meth dealer is a YT influencer.
Did you hear that? He called me an influencer. Oh, I bumped a button. Now what did I do? Uh-oh. I'm not sure what's happening. A flat major. I don't know what's happening. B flat. I don't know. I don't know if I'm picking the right button here. It sounds like I got an echo. You have to excuse me while I try to figure out my own tech. I don't know if I can do it. Whatever, we'll leave it there. I don't know if I sound any different out there. I sound a little different to myself.
It's time to leave the country. 100%. It's time to fucking leave. That rhetoric on Greenland and everything else and fucking Gestapo in the streets, it's time to leave. Because it's either going to be fighting in the streets, a world war, or just straight up authoritarian fucking regime. And
so where are you going to go? Why is this doing this? Where are you going to go if you leave America? Where are you going to take your kids to? Dang it. What the heck is happening? Let me play this next part here while I try to fix my soundboard.
Everybody just doesn't care, or they're too apathetic to fucking care, and I'm not like that. I'm getting my kids the fuck out of here, and I suggest you all do the same. Give your kids a better life. Get them out of this country.
It's nice if you show up in my neighborhood in the same way that you are unaliving American citizens who pose no threat and abducting people without due process. I will do the same to you. I encourage everyone who sees this video to bear arms and practice your Second Amendment right. It's time to fight fire with fire. Let these fuckers know who has the power.
Yeah. Who has the power? I'm thinking it's not really you. It's not really you.
Fucking honest.
Okay, this is the one I was waiting on. I'm gonna see if I have this on my X. Maybe I put it on my X. I don't remember, and I could play a bigger video. Give me a second. Sorry for the delay. Delay. Oh, I have a bunch of stuff here I haven't covered yet. Oh, tonight's show is going to be a banger. Okay. All right, I guess I don't have the bigger version. We'll go with the smaller version. It is what it is.
With each other for a second. For real, I understand that yelling at a phone screen about the situation doesn't actually do anything to change the situation.
Do you? Because that's what you're doing.
But if you want to get into it, my neighbor is missing. There's a girl that lives in the apartment directly across the way from me. I have not seen her in 2 months. Nobody has. Her car is still in the parking lot. Her family, nobody can get in contact with them. I have no idea where my neighbor is. Do you know where your neighbor is?
This makes a good point. You got to call, check on your neighbors, guys. We should be doing that anyway as good American citizens.
Have you knocked on the door to check? Have you called around to see where your people are? Do you give a fuck? Have you looked around? Can you take your head out of your ass? Everyone in this country, if you're right-leaning or normal, is going, how the fuck did we get here?
No, we're not. We're not doing that. That's false. She thinks we're all doing that, but that's not what's happening. She's going to lay the narrative down real quick.
Nobody's happy. You want to know how we got here? Our fucking choices. Because you couldn't be bothered. Because it wasn't that deep. Is it still not that deep? Renee Good was murdered. Keith Porter was murdered.
Incorrect. Neither one of them were murdered. The Keith Porter guy was outside on New Year's Eve shooting a rifle up into the air at midnight and was approached by an ICE officer who lived in the area, who lived in the little apartment complex. Apparently, the story goes that when he told him to drop the weapon, he pointed it at him and let off 3 rounds, and then he ended up getting canceled. So they weren't murdered, but she needs you to believe that they were murdered, because if you don't believe that they were murdered, then none of this is going to work. Okay, so you have that's very important. They were murdered. Remember that. Murdered.
ICE is a terroristic organization that is killing and kidnapping your neighbors. You're right. Yelling at a phone screen doesn't do anything. Because when we get on TikTok, we want to use words like, oh, she was unalived and they were taken and it was bad. Stop censoring yourself. They were murdered.
Get it through your head. They were murdered. You're not allowed to believe anything else except for that they were murdered. Believe the group's narrative, or you will be dismissed as a hater, pro-murder, pro all the bad things.
They were murdered by terrorists, by domestic terrorists that are supported and funded by the United States of America's government. And it is fucked. And if you're not angry, I genuinely don't think you have a place on this earth anymore.
Okay. Now she's yelling. She's yelling, so you know it's serious. It's very serious, and that lends credibility because you believe in what you're saying so much that it lends credibility to your words, even if your words are just lies.
Oh, that's brash. 2 people were murdered, and I'm brash. Oh, fuck you.
That's where they're allowed to dismiss you. So if you don't agree they were murdered, that's where they're allowed to dismiss you. They can dismiss you and ignore you because you won't conform to the group think. And that makes you dangerous to have in the group. You can't have free thinkers in the group. The group has to be everybody thinks the same way. Conformity is important with the group.
Do you know why Anne Frank hid in an attic?
Oh,
Because
the
they
Anne Frank. Everybody's with the Anne Frank now. Everybody all of a sudden they know their history all of a
were
sudden.
knocking door to door looking for them. Now they're saying that ICE is going to get to come to your door and knock. Are you fucking serious?
I love how all these leftist agitators all of a sudden are just experts on history. You didn't hear the word. I haven't heard the word Anne Frank since like 4th grade. But now she's a perfect example of today's brutality. They're all saying it now. It's just like the bootlicker line. Puppets. All of them. Just sheep.
We're defending the actions of Hitler in
Oh.
modern day times. This from America, who supposedly pulled everybody out of World War II? If we make it out of this, America never should have the grasp that it has on the world stage. And honestly, we don't deserve a global pot to piss in. I love this country, but I would rather see it burn to the ground than function through oligarchy and fascism. Fuck y'all.
At least she seems measured and intelligent. Sometimes I want, hey, stop that cat. Sometimes I want to tell all these people, shut the hell up. Turn off your little camera and go read a book. You don't want to just dismiss people because they're young, but it's like, come on, what a world experience do you have? I know I learned a lot in my 20s and my 30s, and I'm still learned a lot in my 40s too. They need that. They need you to be dumb. They need you to be dumb. Like this. This is what kids see today as a profound message. This is a profound message, everybody. Very profound. It says, if I see ICE trying to kidnap any of my brothers and sisters in my city, I'm getting in the way. Stop it, cat. Oh, wow, that's so dramatic. Even if it means his life or something like that. Get out of here, cat. Hey, come on. Come on, we'll go over here. Let's walk over there. Let's walk. Go ahead, jump on down. Come on, you got this. There we go. Thanks. Thanks, kitty cat. I got a couple more things. Some of this stuff's going to have to be for tonight, I think. I get some Oh yeah, there's a teacher teaching the kids about ice. It's no good. And you got Hakeem Jeffries saying ice should not be able to storm houses of worship. Does the guy understand? Does he even know? It's like this video here. This ice picks up a father coming home from work on his birthday.
Getting my dad. They're getting my dad. No, my dad. No, they're getting my dad. Don't get my dad. No. Dad, you stupid idiot. No. Stupid. Oh my gosh. No, my dad. Mi papi.
I mean, that's very sad, and it pulls on your emotional heartstrings. Problem is that the blame is focused in the wrong places, and that's how the left survives. They focus the blame on the ICE agents, not on the father who should have pursued citizenship. It's all about the ICE agents. It's all their fault. They're the bad guys, everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. There's gonna be a lot of stuff on tonight's show. Dang, I didn't realize I had so much on the list here. For those of you who don't know, make sure you're here tonight at 9. We go on for our regular show at 9. And for those of you who don't know, let me give my little spiel. Gotta give my spiel, guys. It's important. It's important. Be sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Also, please consider becoming part of our community here. We have a community here. You get full access to videos going back to my 1776 RM protest days in DC. Get merch discounts at the shop.magamericans.com. Members only live streams and more. All right, that's it for that. I'm done with that. So this is emotional. Yes, it's emotional. Absolutely. And that's meant to pull on heartstrings for sure. But black and white guys, you can't let the emotions get and cloud your vision. That guy should have handled his business. He didn't. And now he put his children in this position. That guy put his children in this position. It wasn't the ICE agents that put his children in this position. There you go. As a father, I follow the law so my children don't cry. What a novel idea. What an amazing idea that is. Just follow the law. It's amazing. Oh, this guy's been funny. Run away from the discussion you agreed to all morning to dunk of liberal tick tokens. Where are your values and principles? I'll see you tonight. This is my show, and I can run it any way I want. It's amazing. I can run this any way I want. So if I decide I'm going to do it tonight, then I'll do it tonight. And if I decide tonight comes and I'm not going to do it, then I just won't do it. Because guess what? This is my show. You're watching my show. It's a beautiful thing. So, that being said, it's been an hour. I will see you tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Mag Americans on YouTube, Rumble, X, all over the place. So you're going to have to just go check that stuff out. And we will see you back here tonight. I'll make sure we get some people on to have some, that way they can vent at me and shake their fingers at me and yell at me and stuff. But it should be interesting. We'll do that tonight for sure. God bless. Smile at a stranger. And pray for your enemies. You really don't have a choice. You have to.